Hi, my name is Brandon Graisley. I'm a high school math teacher, and this is part 2 of looking at the binomial expansion, multiplying two binomials together to get a single expression, to simplify that expression. So if you haven't seen part 1, I'd suggest you go back and take a look at that first. Just as a quick recap, this is a binomial, two terms, and we're multiplying it by another binomial. That's what this is all about. And we remembered that using the distributive property, when we multiply this by this other thing, we're going to multiply this first binomial by each of the items inside of here separately. So just to expand this out the way we did before, we have x plus 3 times x, and then we have x plus 3 times 1. And expanding again, distributive property, we end up with x times x plus 3 times x, plus here we have x times 1 and 3 times 1. Each term is added together, and at the end we have x squared, and then 3x, and then another x, and then 3. And I'm going to leave it there instead of collecting those two terms, because what we're going to notice as we finish this off is that in the end we end up multiplying x here and here times x here and here. And then we also multiply that same x over here by the value, let me grab another color here, by the value 1 here and here. And then we also, I'm out all the colors now, I'll just point, we multiply this 3 here and here times x, and we multiply that same 3 here by 1. So in the end, we're going to be multiplying x times x and x times 1, and we're also multiplying 3 times x and 3 times 1. So we notice that there are going to be those four products that happen when we multiply these two binomials together. And you can see that x times x is right here, x squared. X times 1 is over here, x. 3 times x is right here, 3x. And 3 times 1 is 3. So this other work that we've done, although that's valuable for us to see what's going on, in the end we're going to have a shortcut by recognizing that multiplying these two binomials together is the same as multiplying each of the things in here by each of the things in here, which is a total of 4 products. So let's try another example. X minus 2 times x plus 15. So we're going to multiply x times x and x times 15. Let's start with that, and then we're going to continue. X times x is x squared. X times 15 is 15x. And I'm using a plus sign here because I'm adding each of my terms, and this is a positive and a positive. And now we're going to multiply this negative 2 times x and negative 2 times 15. And notice I'm being careful to say that that's a negative 2. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x, so I will be subtracting 2x. And negative 2 times positive 15 is negative 30, so I'm subtracting 30. And I've lost something along the way here. Oh, right here. X times 15 is 15x. Sorry, I missed writing the x there. I knew that I'd lost something because I was expecting to see two x terms in the middle there that I need to collect together. So let's do that. X squared, 15 minus 2 is positive 13x and minus 30. Alright, let's do a couple more and I'll try not to make any mistakes this time. X minus 1/2 times x plus 2. So once again, x times x and x times positive 2. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. And now, let's do this top part. Negative 1/2 times x and negative 1/2 times 2. Negative 1/2 times x is 1/2 of x, and it's negative, so let's subtract 1/2 x. And negative 1/2 times 2, 1/2 times 2 is 1. multiply the tops, that's 2, multiply the bottoms, that's 2 times 1 is also 2, 2 over 2 is 1, and that's also going to be negative, because I've got a minus here and a plus there, that's a minus. And once again, we're going to collect our like terms meaning that they have the same variable to the same exponent. So that's x squared. Here we have 2 minus a half, and that is 1 1/2, or I like improper fractions myself, 3 halves, x minus 1. Alright, let's do one more. X minus 8 times x plus 5. X times x and x times 5. That's x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x, and that's positive. Negative 8 times x, negative 8 times 5. Negative 8 times x is negative 8x. Negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. Collecting our like terms here, we have x squared, 5 minus 8 plus 5 minus 8 is negative 3. Those are the x's, and minus 40 at the end. So that is binomial expansion, part 2. We used some simple binomials, just with an x by itself and another constant value, and we saw that nice pattern of multiplying 4 pairs of numbers together, and then we just had to collect our like terms each time along the way. Ask some questions. Thanks.